Okay. Howdy ho, gang. Guess who's back? It's Tiger. Oh, we actually have 5 people watching and 4 thumbs up already. You guys rock. Awesome. Well, good morning and hello, everybody. So, what's new? Hey, Zeus. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Glad to see you all. I'm kind of rusty right now. I'm kind of behind. I forgot how to do this, so bear with me. Hi, Geneva. And hi, Bismarck. Yeah, Bismarck tried to jump up on this chair yesterday that he hasn't used. He usually uses in the wintertime. I hope. Usually use in the wintertime, so I had all the packaging material that came off my stuff that I had in my suitcase stacked up on this chair. I just all of a sudden, shoom, this avalanche came at him, and he just walked away like, oh, nothing happened. Not me, nothing happened. Well, and then I put the stuff away so he could use the chair again. And yeah, he was just using it. So, yeah, I have some really cool stuff today. I hope everybody is interested in this glass. I know when I did a survey once, you were asking about glass. And, but some of it hasn't really sold yet, which surprised me because I love every one of these pieces. Yeah, the trip was good. Nothing much to tell. I mean, I went into the details on Monday as much as I could remember. If there's anything I forgot or if you have any questions, let me know. I guess I'm wearing my kitty shirt, which is not really that visible because I'm cut off right there. Yeah, I gotta stop buying these cheap polyester shirts. I hate the polyester. It's so bad for the environment. And it's so bad for the body. It's highly flammable, and it just makes you perspire underneath. Good old cotton is the way to go, but these shirts are just too cute. I couldn't. Yeah, no worries, Hope. You can always watch it back. So yeah, I'm planning a trip back east in my head. What I was planning on doing was I was planning on going on a road trip and travel east, my car, and go shopping along the way. But I'm not so sure I want to do a whole road trip. I think I'm gonna fly east with Southwest, take a couple of suitcases, and then just do the same thing I've done, pack my stuff into the suitcases and just fly back and rent a car while I'm there and drive around the East Coast area for a month or so. So I do a half and half, because driving all the way from Arizona to North Carolina or New York State, it's just, I don't know. I just don't want to be doing that road trip anymore. I did from Virginia to Arizona 3 years ago, and I did not enjoy it. I thought I would, and I had plans to stop along the way and look at some sights. But then I got so exhausted and worn out from this driving 8 hours a day. I was just, by the time I got done, I just wanted to lay down and get to sleep, get a good sleep, get some rest, just to do it all over again the next day. I guess I could have taken a couple days here and there just to take a break. But yeah, I would love to visit Maine. I love Maine. Hey, Kitty Cat. Hey, Sue. Yeah, I love Maine. I love the coast. I want to move to the coast, but I don't know if I can afford it. Well, I really want to move to Germany, but if that doesn't work out, my next thing would be the East Coast, which is closer, so I can just hop on a plane and get over there quicker, and maybe go more frequently. Plus, it'll be cheaper. And instead of moving everything. Hey, Joanne. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just want to go to the yard sale, like the whatever mile 270-mile, whatever yard sale it is, that big one. I think it's in August. And then October, I think they have something going on in Ohio that Misty and all them went to. And Michael and the Fatbirds and George all went to last year. Oh, yeah, 100-mile. Well, whatever. Miles, kilometers, same difference. So it's probably 270 kilometers. Who knows? But yeah, and I got my sliding glasses. Actually, I need to take them in and see if I can get them done because I don't have the nose piece that you usually can adjust to keep them from sliding. You probably have to warm it up in the back and just, which if I had actually I do have a water kettle. I can try that myself. But the water kettles, I usually know the ones that the guys, the business use who shape your cowboy hats. They have like a little thing to put on so it comes out in a certain way and not just. Anyways, this has nothing to do with anything. Like I said, I'm a little bit worn out, and I mean I'm a little bit out of it because I haven't done this in so long, and I forgot to put out my pens and everything, and my house, the lady, my house sitter left me a blue pen, but so what do I gonna do today? I brought some of the stuff I brought from Germany and some of the stuff I picked up here. I do have to go shopping this weekend because I have so much stuff. My house is still full of stuff that I want to sell, but I'm not sure it's stuff I should offer to you guys. I think that's more stuff that goes A on eBay or B on whatnot when I ever get that figured out. I do have to break down and purchase one of those phone holders because I was hoping I could do whatnot with my tablet. But apparently you can't. You have to use your phone. And I really don't want to use my phone, but what can I do? If that's the way I have to do it, then that's the way I have to do it. So I should have done that before my vacation even. I was long overdue for a sale. But I did set my vacation mode so they knew I was gone. But let's start with something cool and fun. I brought, it's funny because in Germany I always find Mexican stuff. I always find, Tonala and, and Talavera and all those. It's just, I don't know how that happens. Berlin is really, it's right around the corner from Mexico City, of course. So, I'm sure there are direct flights. But what I have, I gotta reach over and I'm sorry I don't have any co-sellers with us today because I just completely wasn't even in the space to do some inviting people and thinking about it. I enjoy selling with another person more than I enjoy selling by myself. Yeah, they do. Plus, we had lots and lots of U.S. soldiers in Berlin, and a lot of stuff that they brought over is still out in the flea markets. But the preparation for another seller that was just too much for me before I went. I was so worn out and I was so exhausted. I just needed the break, and I had the break, and I feel so much better. I'm actually functioning again. I've been doing stuff. I've been working around the house. I've been working in my mind. I do feel the difference. I needed it. So let's start with this totally cool ashtray, which I believe is Murano, but I have no proof that it actually is. It's a little, I don't know, it looks like a speck of dirt that I forgot to clean off. I did try and clean it. Poncho mark has got the vintage type panel that we are all told, if it's rubbed off a little bit, that's a good thing. And it's kind of interesting because it's got like 3 colors. It's got the green, and then it's got a little bit of was it yellow or pinkish or I don't know, or book. Howdy ho. Oh. Sorry, I missed you too, but just keep lurking and driving. I appreciate it. Don't get into any trouble on our account. And then it looks clear in the bottom. And it is, I didn't measure anything this time because I usually measure stuff and forget to write it down. And then I have to measure it again anyways. It's a little bit smaller, but So it's 5 inches by almost 4 inches, 375 or something like that, 3 3/4. So this, and I didn't even think of any prices yet. Let's say we do this for what you gonna pay for it. Let's do an offer up. Start at $15. $15 for this cute little ashtray. With a vintage pontle. Oh, hi, Bree. Good to see you again. Are you still in Colorado? Or are you on your way home again? I think we'll just do all offer ups today, like everybody else does. That way we give you some input on how much you'd be willing to pay for this. So yeah, and I will try and get that little thing cleaned off before I ship it to you. So it did not feel like anything negative. It just feels like a speck of dirt. It was raining the day I went to the flea market. Hey, Petty Sue. Wow, already. Man, I missed that part. Yeah, I had one day where I felt not so fuzzy from jet lag, which was, yeah, that was Tuesday. And yesterday I was tired again, and today I feel better again. That's just jet lag is real. I don't know what it is with me. I'm just, now that I'm getting old. So, well, we got Sue for that. Anyone else? We're going to go once. And we're going twice. Oh, I should probably wait, but yeah. Now we're going to call it sold. I should probably wait for Bree to get put it all in the chat, but that's okay. We're a small quality crowd. We like quality over quantity. So we got some of the best people here, and there are a few that are missing because I'm sure they're at work or they just got confused by my absence and whatnot. So that was number one. Okay, and that was. And then what's next? I got some cool stuff though. So what else do we have? Oh, you know what? Let's go with this good piece. The Fatbirds had a couple of these vases too yesterday. I think one of them looked just like this one. I also have a purple one, but right now I'm not selling the purple. So there is this amber vase. It does have some water stains inside from hard water. You can see it right here. It was also used as a vase. Surprise, surprise. Why would anybody use a vase at a vase and not just display it or put like a fake flowers in it? How rude is that? No. So this piece was obviously loved. I don't know who made it. I didn't do any research on any of these. I just haven't had the time for it. I was just kind of like, yeah, in a funk for a few days. I always get that after overseas flights. On the way up, I was lucky because of the night flight, but on the way back, Ark thrift stores are awesome. I love the Ark. I had one near my house when I lived in Westminster, which is just north of Denver, and the Ark was, I think, in Thornton. I love that area. I wish I could afford to stay there. I would have stayed, but I was in a trailer and I could barely afford that at the time. I still couldn't afford a house in that part of town. But yeah, Colorado is beautiful. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll move back there again. After all, there are flights from Denver to Munich every day. So this totally cool piece, we're gonna start this at $10. We're gonna start this at $10. which is the amber 5-finger vase with a little bit of water residue that shows that it was right there. You can see it, but it's not a crack or anything. And again, when I went to the flea market that day, it had been raining, so a lot of these items were rained out or rained in and had some dirt inside. I did try and wash them as much as I could, but I forgot this one, so I may just clean it out some more. Actually, I think I did do that one, but I may just try and clean it up a little more before I ship it. But it doesn't look bad, though. It doesn't look all dirty and gooey. It looks really nice, and I love the darker on the top and on the bottom, and then the lighter in the middle. It looks really nice. Good morning, Suzanne. So this one is about 9.5 inches on it at its tallest. Up to here is about 9.5 inches. Oh, well, I'm glad you love it, book. That means a lot. Yes, it's usually not your thing. Oh, there's one in Kingman? I didn't know. I gotta come up to Kingman. I have friends who were just in Kingman like yesterday or today. They were traveling. They went to the canyon. They're going to be moving to not Puerto Rico, the other one, to Costa Rica. One of those coasts, you know. They're moving to Costa. They were supposed to move in June, but they got delayed. So they're getting ready to move here pretty soon. So they did their... Hi, Vivian Designs. Good morning. Are you Vivian, I hope? Because then I'll just call you Vivian. No, I picked it up in Germany, actually. These, I don't know who made these. I'm sure I could probably do some research and figure it out. But I've been kind of, yeah. So I did not do any research this time. Usually I do before I sell it, but you know what? We're all good. We're all friends. Those of you who know these things are always happy to share information. And so we got Hope for 15. We got Hope for 15. Thank you very much, Hope, and thank you, Suzanne, for your bids. Or should I say offers? I never get that right, because some states you're not allowed to say the word offer unless you're an auctioneer, and other states don't care. I don't know why people always say it's a fall color. I like the color, period. And I used to hate the color. But ever since I found that Empoli at Guccieville, with the help of Jerry, who made a comment after my first video where I didn't pick it up, and I had second thoughts about, and she confirmed my second thoughts, and I went back on a Tuesday and got a discount on it even. And I had that sitting in my house for a while before I sold it, and I looked at it, and I just kind of fell in love with the color. And now I like it. But yeah, I'm so not a seasonal person. I go by what I like and what I don't like. I don't divide my colors by, oh, now we have to have the red and green because it's December. And now we gotta have the pink because it's who knows what month. I don't do pink. I do purple. And I do purple every month of the year. Oh, let's go ahead and call it going once. Man, this is a totally cool piece here. And I got that in Berlin too at the flea market. And we're gonna go twice. Anyone interested in it? This is your big chance to put in a number before we call it sold. Hey Rhonda, good morning. See a few new faces here today. Totally cool. New faces are always good. Actually, I don't see the faces, I just see the letters, but I pretend they're faces. See, then you make up this totally cool face and hope that it'll be even cooler if you ever meet that person in person. What else do we have? Where is my... and I didn't write that. On the wrong page. Yeah, I know. On the wrong page. That's okay. So hope you got it. Thank you very much. We got to hang out again anyways. It's been like, what, a month now? So what else? What else do we have? The pink vase. Now this one is, I have no idea, but I want to think Bohemian or Czech. This one I have two of, but the other one is more purplish and a little bit bigger. So today we're just gonna sell this one. Today I'm only gonna sell one of each set. I have some that I brought sets home. And normally I hate to break up a family, but today I will break up families. This one is totally interesting because it's got the little handles on the side. If it was a person, we would call them love handles. Look at that. I'm in here. There's a tiger face. Tiger face. It's kind of pinkish, and it's got a wide belly. You can see it here on the side. And we're gonna start this one at $10 as well. And here's the bottom with the pontle. It's nice and shiny. They cleaned that up very nicely. Here you see the and this is roughly 7 inches tall. Roughly 7 inches tall. Look at the top. I love that too, the way it's shaped up on top with a kind of a U shape. And here's the inside. This is such a different piece. I've never seen one of those before. And it's funny because my cousin didn't like it. My cousin always is really interested in what I buy, and whenever I come back from the flea market, she always wants to see everything I bought, which is really cool that she's interested. And then she always tells me what she likes and what she doesn't like. And we have a similar taste. Now, these kind of vases, I like them because they're different, but I would not keep them for myself. But that's not the point either. That's why I have to buy these, because all the purple stuff that I'm buying, I'm not letting go. And my house is already full. I have no more room for more purple. So this little belly vase, if no one's interested in it today, that's fine. I'll bring it back another time. I have a couple more sales coming up with other people too in August, so I'm gonna have to up my game and have to do a lot of shopping. Hope 10. Thank you very much. So we got $10 for Hope. 10, and I wouldn't have to ship it. Even better. We can meet for lunch this weekend, and I'll bring you your goodies, and we can catch up. Gotta go back to that place we went to last time. Man, that was so good. I really fell in love with that place. And there was more stuff I needed to try there. So if there's no one else interested, we're gonna go once. And yes, it is weird to be doing it by myself. I've had so many guests recently that I forgot that talking to myself is just kind of not as much fun as having someone to actively converse with. Going twice? Yes, the hub. Hey, Chicago lady. Howdy, Jeannie. How are you? And yes, I know I'm talking to all of you too, but it's still different. It's not the same as having an actual face here next to me. And and we're going to call it sold. And Bismarck is down there on that side, so I can't put anything down over there. That was that. Okay, and what else did I bring? Remember, I showed you that on Monday. The Ironwood Pelican. And thank you so much, Hope. Appreciate everything. The Ironwood Pelican, and it's in excellent shape. I love this guy, though. I hate letting go of him, but we gotta let him go. And this one we're gonna start at $8. $8 for the Ironwood Pelican. And he is roughly 9 inches tall. He is roughly 9 inches tall, and his beak is all there. I didn't see any issues, which surprises me because a lot of times these things, when you find them, they have like little pieces missing. Even his tail is all there. He is just beautiful. And look at the wood grain on there. It's so nice how you can. Hey Nancy, good morning. You can see it in the close up there. This is a beautiful piece. Now, I do not know any details about it, but I found one that looks like it online that was marked as Mexico, so it could be from Mexico. It is definitely a beautiful carving. Whoever did it knew what they were doing, and it is definitely the real deal. It's not a plastic one made to look like ironwood. Hey Maggie, good morning. Yeah, he's a beauty. Now it's a he. Last time he was a she. Well, since he hasn't told me which he prefers, I'm just gonna take turns, because I don't want to insult him or them. Then there's the them, which works fine too. It's not my favorite term, but it works too. Now, Nancy was first at 12. Hope. Yep, we got Hope at 13. Thank you very much, everybody who's throwing out numbers. I appreciate it. It's so good to be back. I love my vacation. Even though I didn't spend enough time this time. Last year I spent too much time. This time it went by so fast, and I only took one trip to Lübeck and Hamburg, which was fun. I went to see my TV show. Those of you who saw my thing on Monday know all about my favorite cooking TV show that I went to. 2 tapings, actually, not just one, but 2 tapings, because they do I think 3 tapings a day, 3 or 4. And they do that 5 days, and then eventually they show them. It'll be on TV in August. It'll be 6 weeks. See if I can be visible in the background somewhere. Hi, Bismarck. And there's Bismarck pulling a binks on us. Saying hi. Yeah, saying hi. Oh, we've got Hope for 16. Hope for 16. I just feel kind of weird holding this thing up and just sitting here and talking about my cooking show. But hey, knock yourselves out, toss out some numbers, and we're going to start cutting it down, going once. Bismarck is fine. All the kitties are fine. We had a real good house sitter. The only thing that we were surprised about going twice, that she left us a completely full trash can. And all trash cans are huge. Couldn't close the lid. And that was on Thursday. Pickup is on Wednesday. But I survived that too. I somehow managed to squeeze my own trash into the corners, and it was all picked up yesterday, and we're all good now. And we're going to call this sold. Maggie is a current high at 18. Toss in your last numbers before we call it sold. And no, we do not do just in case. We do not do just in case. Now I got Maggie for 18. Let's see if Bree can confirm that. Thank you so much, Bree, for your help, as always. I really appreciate you being around. I did test that bot this morning. It didn't work, but I think that one, maybe it only works when I'm actually going live, and I don't feel like doing that now. We're doing just fine without it. I do have my email up on top. What's the word? Pinned. Because I'm on YouTube directly, I'm not on StreamYard, so I don't have the fancy little thing on the bottom there where my email shows up. But I think you all know my email. So far, everyone I've seen who actually purchased something has purchased something before. And if you don't know my email, there you go. Thank you, Bree. I was just going to say that. Okay, so I have Maggie for $18. Thank you so much, Maggie. Appreciate it. What's next? I have another ashtray. This one I really didn't want to sell. It's so cool. But I don't need everything. I mean, I can't keep everything. So, you know what? Because I love it so much, I'm going to give it a chance to have a good home somewhere else where it's probably going to be more appreciated than it is in my home because my home is so full of things that I can't appreciate each and every one of them separately that like I should. I don't know, my phone keeps buzzing. This is annoying. Um, Look at that beauty. It's got stars right there and leaves that look like hearts right there. And it's black and it is marked Weimar porcelain. Of course, I brought that back from Germany too. That's a good German porcelain. And it's got the gold trim around it. So mid-century modern. And it is roughly 5 inches in diameter on the long sides, since it's kind of heart-shaped in itself. Look at that heart-shaped ashtray. We're gonna start this guy at $8. $8 for this totally cool German ashtray. And it's made in Germany, so it's either really old or newer. Since it's not West Germany, it was not made between 1945 and 1990. But it could have been made in the early 90s. It looks older though. I mean, it looks mid-century modern though. Because the mid-century modern was in the middle of the Cold War. That would have said West Germany. But honestly, it's just so beautiful. When I picked it up, I just said, oh well, even if it's newer, it just looks so cool. I had to have it. And I had to offer it to you. Actually, I was considering keeping it. And it's very shiny. Sue, thank you very much for your offer. We got an offer at $10. $10 with Sue. Coming directly from, and I made it again, the second time in a row. Not one piece broke in my luggage. But dang, my suitcase was over 60 pounds. You know, when I said it was been like 58, 59 pounds? No, I actually did the conversion after I said that on Monday and looked it up. It was, I think, 63 pounds. Because German pounds and American pounds are different. Go figure, of course. Everything in America is different. No wonder I'm sore. I'm still sore. Lugging that suitcase around was, yeah, that was not fun. But everything survived. I packed it very nicely. So no other offers. We're going to go ahead and count it down. We're going to go once. Look at those stars. I love that thing. I just love it. Even those leaves with the golden accents. Going twice. Heart-shaped leaves with golden accents and a heart-shaped ashtray. Go figure. Cheers. And sold. Such a beautiful piece. You got a great piece there. And thank you very much. What else do we have? I have another Bud vase. I have so many vases. Look at this totally cool piece. This is a small one. That totally could have made the Fatbird Fine small vase sale yesterday. And again, it does have a Murano vibe, but I don't know if it is or not. It is pretty heavy on the bottom though, so you can use it as a paperweight, or you can use it as a vase. And it's a dark, very dark red, which I love. I'm sure there's a name for it. I'm not really big on regular reds, even though I'm wearing lots of red. But in my house, I don't. But yeah, that was a surprise attack yesterday. And Katie was on live too at the same time, I think, which I missed, but I watched that back later. But yeah, this piece, again, it is roughly 6 inches tall. And the top of the hole is 1 inch, but that's just the top from here to there, diameter. So it's a very small bud vase, but again, I would probably use it as a paperweight. And you can still put like a small flower in there, a real one or a paper one, or something green. Just clip like something green off one of my trees out there and stick that in there. Now, wintertime comes, Christmas time, you can probably stick like a branch of a Christmas tree in there, like a fir tree or something. So that's one we're gonna start at $15. $15. And again, it could be a Murano. Actually, I think it is, but I'm not promising it is. I do get the Murano vibe. And man, the color. That color is just beautiful. I mean, it's so hard to see on the screen. The screen never does justice to any of these items. So you always have to add on a little bit of beauty. Hey, Linda. Good morning. Well, thank you. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot of videos from Germany because I was really needing a vacation. I really wanted to. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry you're having a cold in the middle of the summer too. Ugh. Well, I hope you feel better soon. Did I say? Yeah, I said $15, right? I'm gonna start this at 15. Yes, Bree even put that in there. If no one is interested, that's fine. We'll just come back to it later, or I'll save it for something. Oh, I may even want to keep this one too. It's just so cute and so pretty. I got another really totally cool purple ashtray, a small one like that too. There was a bigger one at the same table, but the bigger one had too many chips on the top, so I left that behind. But that purple one was beautiful. I love it. And that one I'm not giving up quite yet. Oh yeah. Then there's a piece I did not pick up in Germany. It's that totally cool wide belly, whatever that is. There's a signature of some sort on it. I have no clue what that means though. Looks like HTT. I would do my T's like that. But who knows? It's got flowers and they do look and feel hand painted. And a little butterfly on top. The back is clear. The back is no design on here. And no signature on the bottom. Inside, I tried to clean as much as I could, but I could not get that stuff out of there. I used a bottle brush. Probably need like a harder brush. Or maybe just leave it soak for a little bit. It does look like it's only dirt though. It does not look like it's cracked. It just looks like it's dirty inside. But then who cares what it looks like inside, right? You're not looking inside. You're just displaying it like this. You can put some flowers in here too if you want. Or you can put your silverware in there. Or you can put your spurtles in there, except it doesn't have a whole lot of room for journals. But, oh man. But COVID negative is always good, Chris. At least you don't have to worry about that. So, let's see. Where's our trusty ruler? So this is about 5 inches tall and 5.5 inches across. So it's about 5 inches tall and 5.5 inches across. We're gonna start this at $5. I'm gonna start this at $5. This totally cool piece. I love that butterfly. Golden butterfly on the way to the flowers. Look, that's a purple flower. It's purple, purple, purple. Oh yeah, I missed one item that I have in my book that I was going to sell. That is sitting over on my shelf and I didn't bring it over here. White floral. Yeah, there you go, floral. That's good. See, my face is about 5.5 inches. No, 6.5 inches, I think I said my face was, because it's a little bigger than this. Catworm! Georgia! Howdy ho, everybody! So good to see you all again. I did miss the chats on some of these sales, because some of these sales are like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. There's no way I'm going to set my alarm to get up at 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning just to go and chat on a live sale or in a, or even Fatbird Finds, flipping and sipping. That's just, no, I can't. I'm too old for that. So I didn't miss all that stuff that was on in the evening. So your morning shows that were in the evening, I try to pop in a little bit, but that was usually dinner time. Except my cousin works late, so she usually doesn't come home till 8 p.m. or so. Okay, Nancy, you got the $5 offer here. Well, thank you. It's good to be back. $5 offer. And of course, I cannot. That's the one downside of not using StreamYard. I can't black out the picture and get up and get my other thing, even though I am properly dressed, but I don't want to do that to you. Show my big belly here as I'm getting up, and that's okay. We'll just do that next week. That other piece. The Purple collection. Or maybe I'm just not meant to sell it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and count this down. We're going to go once on this totally cool piece with a beautiful, beautiful design. Most likely hand painted, which feels and looks like hand painted and signed. $5 is a steal for this piece, but, and the butterfly, I just love the butterfly. We're going twice. Oh wait, I keep forgetting about the leg. Sorry, Bree. Don't mean to rush you. We only have 13 thumbs up. Oh, I see 20. And 33 people watching. Yeah, I took a long break, so people are not quite sure what's going on. They don't realize I'm back. And we're going to call it sold. Looks like someone got a heck of a deal there. Someone got a heck of a deal there. Where is it? Yeah. Got that. Wonderful. And, oh yes, I do have other things that are not glass. Not a whole lot, but a few. I do have this totally cool Nippon plate. And it is marked Nippon. This is amazing considering how old it is. And it is in excellent shape. Now a little bit of the gold trim has been rubbed off, washed off over the years, which is fine because it means it was used, it was loved. It is just, and it's got these beautiful flowers. Roses, pink roses, if you like pink roses. I would use this and for my dinner I always do like sandwiches or little items to snack on, like pieces of fruit or something I put together for my dinners. They would be perfect on this plate. For one person at least. It is, let's see, 10 inches by 7. 10 by 7. It's not too shabby. And we're going to start this at, let's say, $8. $8 for this totally cool antique plate. Since Nippon was a long, long time ago, they used that. And you can see it's got some marbling design on the side, which I really like that too. It looks like little rocks or something, but it is painted. It's painted on. There's another leaf. It's just a beautiful piece. And the gold trim on the bottom is still pretty much there. It's just the one on top that's rubbed off a little. I mean, some of it is still there too. It's just rubbed off a little bit because it's an old piece. It's an old piece. Now we got Dusty Moose for $9. Thank you very much. And look, it's big. And we got Georgia at 10. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for your offers. I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. And even if you just come to hang out, I appreciate that too. Dresser tray, there you go. That's a good idea too, Joanne. And we're at 11. That is such a beautiful piece. Actually, I picked that up at Gucciville just on Sunday when I went to Costco. I was so happy to have found this piece. It was just so unique and so different. And in such good shape. I mean, for 100 plus years old. Of course, I'm not saying it's definitely 100 plus. It could be only 98 years old. I think Nippon stopped at 1922 or 24. 24, right? So it's still a beautiful piece. And it's in such good shape. That's going to call it once, going once. And we got Joanne at $12. And no just in case, but put in your numbers. I won't allow you to outbid yourself. So if you have any doubts and throw out a higher number and the next lower number is you as well, you will get at the next lower number. Or bathroom, yes. Good morning, Laura. Going twice. There are so many uses for this beautiful piece. And it goes well with the colors go well with my background. My pictures on my wall are blue too. We're at 14. Thank you very much, Nancy. And we're calling it 15. Sold. And let's see. Let's confirm. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate your offers. I see Michelle at 15. That is a beautiful, yes. Thank you very much. That is a beautiful. Hey, a laugh is always good, no matter who does it. We don't like the opposite. We like laugh. Laugh is always good. Now crying, well, sometimes you have to. Ooh, look what else I got. Another glass piece. It's the Ducky Ducky. A two-tone ducky duck. Look at that beautiful piece. And I, of course, didn't bring my white background. Let's see if I can use this. It's got a green and amber. The top is green, the bottom is amber. It is a totally cool piece. I do not know who made this though, but it does not have any chips or any cracks. There's the pommel on the bottom. And it is roughly 5.5 inches tall. Roughly 5.5 inches tall. Ain't it cute? You see sitting ducks all the time, but you rarely see them with their wings out. I really love that about it. And that face is so cute. So we're going to start him at $10. $10 for the duck. Starting offer. And there's a little tail. Everything is in good shape. It's got that. Everything is there that's supposed to be there. And in case you don't know, I ship from Arizona, and I plan on starting today after I get done here, but I may have to run off and get some groceries. But I usually ship by Saturday. I mean, I got everything, usually work on it Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow I do have to run off and take care of some personal stuff, but in the afternoon I should be able to work on it too. Hey Sue, howdy ho. So we're starting $10. On this totally cool piece. On this totally cute ducky duck. He's so cute. I mean, come on, look at that face. How can you not love that cute ducky duck face? And those two tones, I just really love that color on it. And again, it's hard to show on the computer. It's so much nicer in real life. Isn't it cool? Maggie V, thank you very much, Maggie. Got the first offer in for $10. Anyone else? We're gonna close it out here pretty soon if nobody else is interested. Look at the shiny though. Shiny, shiny, shiny. We love shiny. We love shiny and kitty. Shiny kitties are the best, but shiny ducks are good too. And we got $12. Thank you so much. Right, it does. It's just, yeah, I just really like the way they made it because it's just hard to explain. Hard to explain. Yeah, you've got Nancy for 12. We're gonna go once. Count them down. Count them down. Look at that ducky. Oh, we can see it. Oh, look at that. With my ceiling in the background. Well, have a good one, Sue. Enjoy work. And got Maggie for 14. 14 for this totally cool ducky. And we're going twice. Yeah, I love the pose. Those poses are not very common in those glass ducks. Sitting ducks, meh, come a dime a dozen. But this one, and we're gonna call him sold. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. Cool. What else do we have? We had this. We had, ooh, there is, oh, I have two Czech pieces. One old, one newer. Let's start with the newer one. This is the Czech Republic. So this is after 1990 or 91. Oh, yeah, they were a little bit later over there. 92, 91 or 92. Virtual Dee, howdy. And it's got the sticker. Which one is, let's see, which one is up? This way is up. I'm not sure if it's legible. But it says handmade Czech Republic B&D glass. So it's a totally cool cobalt blue. It looks a little darker in real than it does on the screen right now. So it is a very dark cobalt blue. It's a beautiful piece. And there's the bottom. And yes, it does have a one bubble in there, which I'm sure is not meant to be in there, but it's, who cares? And it's got a tiny, tiny, tiny flea bite there. Did it again. I said tiny flea bite. We say these weird things, don't we? It's a flea bite. That already insinuates it's small. Otherwise, it would be chip. So can it be any smaller? So yeah, it's a flea bite, but it's at the bottom. You won't see it, and you know it's. Look at that! Look at that piece. It is just. I just fell in love with that. So we're gonna start this on $10 as well, and that's gonna be 5.5 inches tall, and on the tip of the random one on this one. I don't know if they're all the same, but I think they are. 5 inches tall, and there's another bubble. Again, that's just a bubble in the glass. Nothing wrong with that. I got you, Georgia. Thank you very much for this beautiful Czech piece, Czech Republic. I love the shape. You don't see that very often. It looks like a flower in itself. I forgot what they're called. Nelke, I'm thinking, because it's got the what is it called? The riffle down here. It's not even round. It's got, I don't know. There we go. You can see it here, like a flower, even a flower-shaped bottom, and a flower shape that looks like the just bud or flower. It's just beautiful. Enzian too. You're right, Jane. That makes sense. Except those are yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and count this down too. We're going once. No, you cannot use it as a glass or a shot glass. If you try and drink out of here, all your booze is going to dribble around on the sides. We don't want that. Nah. That would be a waste. Unless you use a straw. Going twice. There we go. We can use a straw. Have a shot in it and use a straw. No, I don't know. I just love this shape. It's so different. I'm gonna call it sold. Thank you very much, Georgia. It's coming to you pretty soon. Appreciate it. Now, the other piece I have is the Czechoslovakian one. Bohemia, made in Czechoslovakia. It's got a sticker, and this is a very thin glass. So I'm gonna, and yeah, I just noticed it's still a little dirty inside. I will be cleaning that before I ship it. Again, it was out in the rain too. It was a rainy morning. By the time I was there, the rain was gone, but it was raining hard before I got there. So this one we're gonna start at $10 as well. I should just make this a $10 sale, right? And this got flowers painted on. And there's the bottom. And it's got the totally cool gold trim, which really goes well with the rest of it. And this is roughly 6.5 inches tall. And yes, I will be padding it like crazy to ship it in one piece. Hey, Angela, howdy ho. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you again, too. Yeah, this is totally cool. I just like these things. See, that's the funny thing. I love these things, but I wouldn't put them out in my own house because they're just not something that I would collect or I would show off. But at the same time, I'm totally in love with them. I don't know why that is. If anyone can explain that, please do. What kind of weird headspace am I in? I'm loving these things, but then it's like, nah, not in my house. But that's like, yeah, it certainly feels hand painted, but I don't know. It doesn't say hand painted, but it feels like it. And it's in such good shape. Now, I don't know how old it is, but if it's Czechoslovakia, it's certainly a little bit older. No, it's obviously not 100 years old, but no, book. I'm sorry. I did not get to film. I was going to go back to that one store I went to last year. I actually bought a bunch of stuff from him too, but I didn't film in there. I was going to go back a second time and film. But in Germany, it's so hard because they just don't want you to film. Every time I ask someone, they have no clue. Why would you want to film them? What do you no? And then they're all getting protective. They think that you're going to steal something with a camera. And then they have all these laws about, you can't just show anybody's face in the video unless you have a signed release. And if you go to the flea market and there's a gazillion people, no. So yeah, I did not get to film any shopping. I tried that last year and it was just too hard to try and just film the table without filming the people and without and having to ask every single vendor, can I film your table? That's just too much hassle for me. I just want to look around and I want to shop. And if I then have time and energy, I could probably go a second time. But so we got Nance for $10 for this totally cool Bohemian vase. We're gonna go once. Speak of a change in topics. So yeah, next year maybe I'll try again. There was this one guy that I was gonna call up. They gave me the number last year. I could call him and ask if it was okay to film in his store, but I never went back to his store this time. This time I just didn't have enough time. Like I said, I didn't plan this right. I should have planned an extra week just to do some filming and some traveling. Next time I will, though. I'm already looking up my potentially winter visit, which if I travel the States, then I probably won't, but I don't know if I can do both. Yeah, it's just getting expensive to travel. And we're going twice. And here I'm blabbering on and on and on and forgetting about the whole concept of, yeah, we're selling stuff. I need to move on the show and show you all other cool stuff I still have. And we're going to call it sold. Thank you very much. What's next? We have another Mexican duck. I have two of these, but today we're only going to offer one. Ta-da! Now this is a sitting duck, but at least this duck is looking up. It's still a little bit, little bit boring. Thank you so much, Nancy. Appreciate your offer. And this one I brought back from Berlin too. There's the upside. It is a tonala. We're gonna start this at $15. We're gonna start this at $15, and it's got a little bit raised wing. It's not just painted on; it's a little bit raised there. And there's, I don't know, the claw, the foot. Looks kind of odd. It's just a cutie. It's a cutie. I like this guy. There's his head. And there's the top view. Yeah, they did a real nice job on it. I like the detail. It's got like little red dots here, and it's got the blue and the green, and then it's got the wing. They really put some thought into the art. They really put some thought into it. Not just the regular. And then look at that on the beak there. Very detailed. I love that detail. Oh, by the way, for those of you who didn't see or hear, or who did see and hear Monday when I was talking about the kitten having disappeared, the kitten showed back up. So I don't know what happened there, because these kittens, they're so attached to their mama still, because they're still so young. To not have seen him for 2 days, that was really, I really worried. But then yesterday he showed back up. So everything is fine, and Stubbs showed back up too. So everybody's back. We're back to normal. Everybody's alive still. So no takers. That's fine. We'll just move on. I like that duck though. That's a beautiful duck. So what do we have? Oh yeah, that one is the one that's over there on the shelf. But I do have the pottery vase. I do. Hey, Cass. Good morning. I do have this pottery vase. I showed that on Monday too. That was one of those finds from Sunday. I absolutely love this thing because look at the bottom. It's signed 1978. Charlotte, March 1978. So Charlotte made this in March of 1978, which makes it a pretty vintage piece. Maybe March was Charlotte's second name or last name, but I think it's more the month. No, I don't know if this is one that Charlotte made from scratch, or if this is one, if they did have those pottery places back in those days where you could just paint something. But this, since she marked it on the bottom, she obviously must have made it herself, because otherwise she would have been able to mark it on the bottom. We're starting at $5 for this pottery piece. $5, and it is 6 inches tall and about 5 inches across the belly. It's just a cool piece. I mean, come on, 1978. Now you can make up all sorts of stories. Who is Charlotte? Why was she making this in 1978? And how old was Charlotte when she made this in 1978? Was she a child? Well, this does not look like it was made by a child. But why did she only sign it Charlotte? What's her last name? Or is March her last name? Nah. Or was Charlotte a professional potter? Or was Charlotte just a hobbyist who made this? Okay, Joanne, $6. Thank you so much. And Georgia is back at 8. And it's shiny again. Shiny, shiny. It used to be kitty, kitty, kitty. Now it's shiny, shiny. The new thing. The totally cool shine. There. I should put that on a t-shirt. The totally cool shine. I love the totally cool shine. Georgia at 8. We're going to go ahead and start the countdown. We're going ones. Right, Joanne? I love that shine. And it's blue. If it can't be purple for me, it has to be blue. I love blue. Blue is my other favorite color. And I got Joanne at 10. Going twice. Charlotte. 1978. Wow. How old was I in 1978? I don't even want to think about that. I was a teenager in 1978. Ugh. And I'll call it sold. Thank you, Georgia. Appreciate that. Maybe I should come up to Sun City again soon. I've done some good shopping up there and some estate sales. I wish it wasn't so far. But I feel better. I don't know what happened during my vacation, but I actually got a vacation for the first time in like 3 years. I have days where I don't feel in a funk. So it's amazing. Thank you so much, Joanne. Appreciate it. You got it for 10. Yeah, I love that thing. And I still have this one. I don't know where I put that down. I wrote that down. Now, this piece is... I have 2 of these as well. The other one's more amber colored. This is a totally funky looking vase. Because look at that. It's got quills. What are those? Like those things that fish have on the sides of their faces, or on the sides of the small what are these called? Anyways, I forgot. It reminds me of a fish. I don't know why they made it like this, but it's totally funky. And I love funky. Definitely different. That's one of the ones that my cousin didn't like. And I said, you know what? It's just so different. I had to have it. And look at the colors. Got totally cool colors on top. Whoops. What did I just do? There we go. So it's got colors and it's got gills. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. I'm blaming the language barrier. I just spent 3 weeks in Germany. I forgot to speak English. How to speak English. So that's what this reminds me of, gills. We're going to start this at $10. I don't know. I have no clue who made it, but it's definitely not a Murano. But it's totally cool. And it's about 9 inches, a little more, 9.5 inches tall. And the belly without the gills will be about 4.5 inches, I think. Gill vase. There you go. Oh, sorry, Bismarck. Did I scare you? No, I didn't. You're just asleep. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just sleeping. I got this little was it crocheted purple, looked like a placemat for a dinner table or something. I picked a couple of those up at Guccieville. I'm using one for my bathroom as a bath mat in front of the shower, and the second one I put down here on the couch for him, and he loves to sleep on that thing. He used to sleep on the back all the time, and now I got the little old tiger here, the one I got from Amy. Yo So Boho, ain't he cool? He's a real vintage tiger, and he was loved at some point. He's loved again. I picked him up from her because I fell in love with him. Yeah, right. A little bit like a genie bottle. Not quite, but yeah, the shape on the bottom definitely. It's missing the top though. Well, no one interested? That's okay. We'll have more opportunities to offer those to you. Then we're gonna go on to the shakers. I think they're poodles, but they could be little lambs too. But they do have little tails. Maybe they were that cross between poodles and lambs. Plams. They're plams. A set of plam shakers. Look at the faces. No, the only issue this one has, and I think that's a fabrication error. It's not a chip, but it looks like it was a little bit a drop of something that when it was made because it's raised up. That's the only issue this has. We're gonna start these at $5 for the pair, $5 for the plams. Hi Jane, good morning. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better soon. You're just so cute. Those faces. And this one is actually purple. That one is more gray, which is weird, but it does look a little purplish. They don't have the stoppers. Well, I guess one of them has a stopper. And I don't know where they were made. If that's the original stopper, then we know it's newer because it's a plastic stopper. But then they were part of the set I picked up on Sunday on offer up. So, and there are the holes. Look, we're all so cute. All three of us, we're so cute. Do. Nobody wants us. Nobody wants us. We're cute though. We'll be extra cute for you in your house. But if you don't want us, then we'll be extra cute at Tiger's house. Tiger doesn't mind us living here, right, Tiger? Not for now. Eventually, though. Well, it depends. Are you going to eat a lot of cat food? No, we don't eat cat food at all. We just eat salt or pepper. We just eat salt or pepper. Whichever you give us, we're cool with that. Yip, yip, yip. And back on to the next one. Because I also have this guy. That's one of the ones I really like. I have no clue what kind of an animal that's supposed to be. But he's got a trash can. There is one and there's the other one. And they are made in Japan. Unfortunately, he does have a little bit of issues with his paint peeling off in his eyes. But I figure if you just take a little Sharpie and fill in the black part on the pupil, it doesn't even show. I don't know why. It looks like it may. I don't know why it's squished off almost evenly in the pupil on this one side. Raccoon, yes, there you go. That's what I was thinking. So we're gonna start. This one is $5 as well. Raccoon salt and pepper shaker. I just love that. I love that it comes together so nicely. And of course, it does have the obligatory flea bite right there, but you can hardly see it. Can hardly notice it. Yeah, I was thinking cat at first too, Kaz, but the eyes are too big for a cat. Maybe it's a cat-coon, a raccoon cat. So yeah, it could be a 70s cat. There you go. Because cats like trash cans too. Let's see what he looks in the back. There is a tail, I think, right there. So it could be a cat. I'll still say it's a cat-coon. Raccoon mommy and cat daddy. Well, at least there's no doubt about the trash can. It's a trash can. So no interest? No interest? That's fine. We'll just move on. I was hoping you guys would like these, but I guess not. That's fine. What else do we have? Paperweight. I always wonder if paperweights are cheaper to mail at the flat rate. And this one is Murano. It does have the, sticker. Now, I know, there's always the possibility that these stickers are not real or anything, but this does feel real. I mean, it does have, I do love the design. And then these little specks of something on the bottom there on the blue. We're starting this at $8. $8 for the Murano paperweight. Look at that. It's amazing. The design of this is amazing. I really don't, I really believe, I do believe this is a true Murano. It just looks so cool. Look at the bubbles in there. Look at the one back there. Looks like it's a hole in, well, it does have a hole in there. Inside of that right here. I think that's so cool. It's got this hole in there in this little bubble inside. Yippee! Howdy ho! Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we got an $8 offer, which is probably less than what I paid for it, but it's just such a beautiful piece. I do want to give you guys a chance to own it. And the shipping, well, yeah, there's that. I will try and see if I can get a better rate if I ship it in a small flat rate box, but I'm not sure because it is heavy, but I know they worked on shipping rates. I haven't shipped in a while. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta buy printer ink too. I haven't shipped in a while, but I know they UPS and the post office all lowered some of the rates. So hopefully that's gonna oh, sorry about that, Kaz. Timing sucks, doesn't it, sometimes? But it is what it is. But then you'll find totally cool stuff next week, too. We all have totally cool stuff here. Oh, I never even thought of the light box. And I have one, too. I actually picked one up shortly before my vacation. I should have thought of that. I gotta think of these little things. I forgot I had it even. Oh. Yeah, I noticed that the gas is cheaper now. I was gonna get gas the other day at Costco, but the line was too long, so I figured I'll just do it this week when the lines are shorter. Of course, then I missed that because now it's already Thursday. If I go tomorrow, it'll be a Friday line again. It'll be long again. Okay, we're at $10 to the PIA. $10 for this totally cool paperweight. Yeah, I should look at that with light box once I find my light box. Team David, howdy ho. Thumbs up. Yes, thank you very much. Hey, Lori. Welcome. Good to see you again, too. Where's the coffee? You changed your name again. I like the coffee in there. Well, we're going to go ahead and start the countdown. We're at $10 for the PIA. We're going to go once. And we're going to go twice. This is such a beautiful piece. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I was thinking, dang, I got to ship this? No, I got to put it in my suitcase first. No wonder my suitcase weighed 60-some pounds. I'm going to call it sold. Yeah, I hope I don't have to do that again. See, last time I had 2 suitcases. That was easier. And one was a duffel bag, so I could hang it over my shoulder, too. And we're sold. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, back in the 70s. I remember the empty roads when we weren't allowed to drive on Sundays. That was beautiful. You could play soccer on the biggest road in town. Yeah. Okay, got your BIO. Thank you so much. No, Georgia, what happened was before, but I think it was different airline too. I usually upgrade to premium economy on the way back because it allows me more baggage, more luggage. Uh, And it has, of course, more services, nicer seats, and everything. So it's worth it. You can usually get an upgrade for a fairly good price, and it's really worth it. And last time I did that, I had allowance of two suitcases, up to I think 50 pounds each, which I didn't use the full weight, but I had two suitcases. This time, instead of two suitcases, I was allowed one suitcase with a higher weight limit. The weight limit was somewhere around 70 pounds instead of 50 pounds. So I had to go with one suitcase and I had to pack it. And then, of course, I had my backpack too. So some of the glass went into that and in there, and that was fine. That's why I couldn't take two suitcases. Otherwise, I would have done that. Otherwise, I would have shipped. I mean, I would have brought two to begin with, because on the way up, I don't have that much stuff. I just have my clothes and some gifts. Then I put into a smaller suitcase, and then I can put the smaller suitcase into the bigger suitcase. So yeah. What else do we have? Ooh, yeah, we have, but this one has got to be a little bit more on the pricey side. This is a totally cool smoke candy dish with a lidded candy dish. Now I know it did have a flea bite somewhere. Oh, I think there. Was that it? Nope, that was not it. Now I can't even find it, so it must really be small. But look at that design. Oh, that's such a beautiful piece. This one we're going to start at $20. And then there's the lid. There is a little, there it is. I just saw a flea bite on the lid, right? No, it's not a flea bite. That looks more like, oh yeah, it is over on that side. So you can hardly see it right there. Tiny, tiny flea bite. As opposed to the big flea bite, which I would call chip. Again, we keep saying that. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece. And you look at the design too. Yeah, exactly, Georgia. On the way up, I went on a cattle class because I took the night flight, and I banked on being able to actually sleep on it because I was so exhausted. I figured I would be able to sleep, and I was. I got about 4 or 5 hours of sleep on the way up, so I didn't really mind the cattle class. I didn't even need the movies or anything. I wasn't watching any movies. I snoozed for most of the for no, not most of it, but half of the flight. And I did that on purpose, and I got lucky on that, and it worked out that way. So it was perfectly fine. But on the way back was a day flight. I knew I wasn't be able to sleep, and again, I wanted the extra baggage allowance, and I figured, an extra suitcase would have cost me $100. So I pitched in a little more for the upgrade. And man, that food was so good. Those of you on my Facebook saw that picture. That was the best vegetarian meal I ever had on a plane. It was amazing. It was so good. That salad, I'm still dreaming about that salad. It was a lentil type salad, and I don't know what all was in there for spices. It was so good. And it had dolma on top, one of those, rice wrapped in a leaf thing. So that was worth it. That was worth it. And, got all the goodies and got the space. And I was lucky because my seat next to me was free. Nobody sat on there. So I could go to the bathroom without having to stumble over someone's feet. Yeah, I flew Condor. Condor is the only airline that flies directly from Phoenix to Germany during the summer. I think from May to October, twice a week. And they're one of the cheaper airlines, and their planes are all old and they're all Boeings. But that's okay. I had no issue with that. They're maintained well, and I usually like other airlines, but hey, if I can fly direct from Phoenix to Frankfurt without having to change in Denver or Chicago or somewhere, that in itself was worth it. So, no one interested in this beautiful piece? No worries. Next, what else do we have? All this is sold. All that is sold. Um, well, I did decide to offer this piece, even though I was going to keep it, but the restaurant or hotel wear from most likely Italy, even though that eagle looks like the Albanian eagle, minus the ladder. No, I don't know what that ladder is for. Usually that, but usually Albania's flag looks similar to that eagle. And it is from Italy. There's the mark. It's an Italian company, Toniana. So I'm not sure what this is. If it's a hotel, I mean, it says Hosteria Can Grande. Can Grande. I've seen a lot of Can Grande even here in Arizona, so it could be anywhere. Ooh, yeah, first class bump up. That is awesome. I imagine that. Oh, cool, Jane. Actually, I met a guy in Hamburg. He was in my when I went to the TV show. They were sitting next to me, him and his wife, and he used to work for um, Airbus, but he had a good relationship with Boeing too. And he was over in Seattle a few times, and he had a friend who was a mechanic, or who worked for Boeing. So he just telling me some stories. That was really cool. He lived in Dubai for a while, and he's been around. That was really really interesting. So, but he's retired now. So it is newer. We're gonna start this at $5. $5 for the unique Italian restaurant ware. I know some people collect this, even though it's not American. And it's a hotel, but hotels have restaurants. Hotel restaurant. I'm thinking. And that was just my impression from what I did find on Google. I mean, it could have been a hotel. I don't know, Hosteria. I didn't translate it. I should have, but anyways, I just really like the design. And it's Italian. It's newer though. It's dishwasher safe, so it's definitely newer. But it's a cool piece, and it's a nice size because it's oval and it's got plenty of room. You can use it for salads or something, or again, I could use it for my dinners, for all the little odds and ends that I put on a plate to munch on in the evenings. So it is about 11 by 7. 11 by 7. It's a good size. And I love the writing on it. It does look cool. And if there's no interest, we're going to move on. So I think we've got everything except the one piece I forgot on the shelf, which is going to be in next week's sale. And that's cool. I mean, I could randomly grab something else. Oh, yeah, I got this little brooch, which I probably should have, which is sterling. It's marked. Well, anybody asking about the red vase? Which one? This one? Yeah, I can do a recap. So this is but this one I have to put $20 on because it's sterling and I paid up for it. Now I don't know why it has this there, but it looks like it was made this way because it's an even design. And there is the mark. Let me see if I can find the white page here. See if you can see better now. It's I don't have anything to hold this up with. That's kind of awkward when I'm selling these, but I just love this design. And it looks older. It looks definitely older than mid-century modern. I don't know if I can get this to show. Probably not, but the mark is in that little round. Nah, can't show it. It's too small. Dusty Moose. Thank you. Got an offer for 20. It's just a beautiful piece. I mean, look at this, the detail on the. Yeah, again, it's. Let me see. Didn't I have? Nah. Detail the way it's made. Brooch clip with purple bling. Yeah, bling is not so much my thing, but purple is. So this would be going once. And thank you very much. I got an offer for 20. Appreciate that. It's just a beautiful piece. And we're going twice. Yeah, and it is. I didn't even measure it yet. Of course, we know it's small. It is about 1 3/4 of an inch long. So it's under 2 inches. I'm gonna go sold. Yeah, I just love this thing. I was gonna use it as a hat pin, but you know what? It's too nice for me. Because I'm sure someone would really appreciate it because it's probably old. Wow, Jane. That was fun. That's funny. Just be careful with all the booze. And nowadays they kick people off when they get drink too much. With so many people causing trouble, then you're not allowed to drink on planes anymore. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And we do have, yeah, I can do a recap. We always do recaps. Let's see. Let's go back to page 1 on my smart book. These books are so much smarter than I am. That's why I keep them around. So that was this red Bud Vase I had. And of course, I think I started at 10, right, Bree? Did we start that at $10? It's such a beautiful, beautiful dark red. And I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Murano. I get the Murano vibe from it. That's 15. Okay. Thank you. That's why I need to. Yeah, it's about 6 inches tall. Sorry, Georgia. Bree corrected me. It was starting at 15. It's such a beautiful piece. Such a beautiful piece. I'm totally in love with this piece. If nobody else was interested, I would have just kept it. But I can't keep everything, and it deserves a better home. I just put everything on a shelf, and then I don't really see it because there's so much on the shelf. It's so overwhelming. But this one is just those bubbles. I mean, look at those bubbles. It is just a beautiful piece. We're gonna go ahead and count it down. Going once. I like the 70s. My gosh, we're really ugly in the 70s. Those platform shoes. Going twice. Luckily, I don't have a picture of me with those, but I did own them. Vinyl platform shoes with a shiny vinyl. Oh my God. Thanks, Laura. Sold. I love this thing. I don't know. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Didn't even piddle around, just picked it up. Yep, mine. It was waiting just for me. because it knew I was going to go to Georgia's home. And it knew I was going to have an awesome life there. And it appreciates both of us. Me for hooking it up with Georgia, and Georgia for giving it a home. Thank you so much. Got that. And what else did we have? Page 1 did pretty well. Page 2 had a few. Well, I just had all these things that, I mean, everything else I just showed you were here for. You were here for the salt and pepper shakers. You were here for the plate. You were here for the candy dish. That smoke-colored candy dish is unique, though. That is a beautiful piece. And I don't mind keeping it. I have brown-colored. Yeah, the Mexican duck. That's right. Thanks, Bree. Appreciate your help as always. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. I would be so lost. Mexican duck. That's still available with a totally cool design. It's a tamala. What did we have that at? I forgot. See, I was being lazy. I didn't write down the prices ahead of time. I figured I'd make them up as I go, and then I didn't sell something. I didn't put down the price. Was that at what? Let me go. Well, I didn't write it down either. Did we start at 8 or 10? 8. No, it was mega. Let's start at $10. It's a tonala after all. It's a real nice one too. Lots of detail in the art. Oh, hi Deborah. Good morning. I had it 15. Well, I got it at 10 now. I don't usually lower the price, but this time I will because we already officially announced it at 10. Thank you though. Appreciate you paying attention to me, to my my mess. So we're starting at $10. How are you doing, Deborah? I hope everything is well with you. $10 for the tonala duck. From Berlin. It made its way from Mexico to Berlin and then back from Berlin to Arizona. That alone is worth the money. And I did not try and Google that artist because I have no idea what it says. It looks like CEL and then a 7 or something. But it's just a beautiful piece. It is such a beautiful piece. Such beautiful detail. Anyone else? We're going to start calling it. Oh, that's good to hear. Let's hope it keeps getting better there, Deborah. No more IV is always a good thing. I hate IVs. Ugh. I'm still tingling from my chemo, but that's different. That'll never go back. Never go away again. I just have to live with it, and that's fine because I'm living. So, going once. Oh wow, yeah, you were busy in the 80s. Book. I understand that. Hey Kim, good morning. We're at $10 for the tonala duck. Right, Kaz? That makes sense. That way there you know what it is. You don't have to guess. And I love the way it holds its head up. That's also a pose that you don't see too often. And we're going twice on the tonala duck, or the tonala. I always forget. I know Debbie was mentioned that in her video. She did so many videos on Tala. The Vagabond Traveler, whatever their name is now, I always forget. Well, we're gonna let her go for $10, which is a steal. Sold. But she goes to a good home. You both deserve it. You both deserve each other. Ha! So there. She deserves a good home, and you deserve a cool duck. You've had enough trouble in your life in the past couple of years. Cool. And with that, we're gonna leave it at that. I think everything else you've seen. I mean, did I sell the funky vase? Someone remind me if that sold? I don't think it did it? Oh, it did someone? Let me see. Should be on here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so we still have this to sell. The funky vase with the gills. Those gills are different. That's why I picked it up. And I got 2 of them. The other one is a different color. Look, that's purple. Purple. And here's the top with all the cool colors. We were starting that at $10 as well. Look at the colors. That's such a beautiful piece. And it's got the pondle on the bottom, so it is the real deal. And yeah, I did pick it up when I saw the purple. Thanks, Georgia. Enjoy your lunch. Yeah. And I got Deborah for 10. Yes, thank you so much. Isn't it? Yeah, I love the colors. The other one I like better because it's darker colors. This one is more clear. But it's just, I don't know, those things, I have no idea why they put them on there or what the deal was. But I think that's totally cool. It is something you don't see every day. We've got so many vases, may as well have something that's different, right? I mean, 5-finger vase come a dime a dozen, but they're still very popular. But this is just totally cool. And it's purple. Purple. Count her down. Anyone interested? Other than Deborah. Going once. Thanks, Book. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day. It's good to see you again, too. Going twice. That's funny, Jane. I have a tiger door step, which was made with a tiger tile and then made of, I don't know, some sort of pottery. It's like an octagon, like a stop sign, sides and stuff. That's totally cool. But that's just a, yeah. And we're gonna say sold. Yeah, Jane, you take care of yourself. I hope you get over that crud here pretty soon. And you too, Chris. Anything else you can buy? Oh, I don't know. I have the candy dish, which I think you were here for that. Salt and pepper shakers. Anything else that we did? The plate, I think you saw. I don't know. Were you here for the candy dish? Thank you so much, Deborah. The smoke-colored candy dish. I love this thing. And this one I was starting at 20. It's a beautiful color, that smoke. I got a couple of brown ones that are brown and gold. One of my won from Trisha for her 1,000 subscriber party. The other one I found at a thrift store, and I picked up because it matched the one. Now I have two, and I'm not giving those up, even though they're not purple. I love them. Cool. And that was it. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you chatting. I appreciate I appreciate you throwing out numbers and supporting my business, everybody. And we'll do it again next week. And in the meantime, maybe I can find a shopping video somewhere along the way, since I have to go shop. Only the music is always such a pain. We'll see. And on that note, you all know the deal. Thank you, Bree, for your help, as always. And you all keep it real. And we'll see you around the tube. Kaboom.